It's that time again. Join the Greater Emmanuel Faith Temple family for Fresh Fire Weekend 2015. Set my heart on fire. That's right, Gift Nation. Friday, March 13th through Sunday, March 15th, it's Fresh Fire Weekend. Bringing the burning on Friday, March 13th, Apostle Sylvia Cunningham from the Ecclesia Worship Center in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Because the plan of God has already been extended in my life. The plan of God, it shall go forth. The plan of God, it shall come to pass. No matter what it looks like, God has a plan for my life.
Bringing the burning on Saturday, March 14th, Evangelist Joseph L. Brown, Greater Mount Calvary Church, Washington, D.C.
He made me a promise that my family shall be blessed and my family shall be saved. He made me a promise that if I stay here, if I suffer with him, I'll know him in the power of resurrection and the fellowship of his suffering. I need to know the door. If anybody in the house is living off of a promise.
And lifting the learning with powerful workshops, Pastor Kelly V. Hayes, Deacon Michelle Hall Davis, Minister Ryan Turner, Reverend Trina Rawls, and Reverend Justin Hunt. You can register for Fresh Fire Weekend online at thegifttemple.org. Do it today. You need this fire.
Work, eat, sleep, work, work, sleep, work, drive, eat, sleep, work, work, play, eat, sleep, work, eat, watch, work, drive, watch, eat, work, talk, 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 work, watch, eat, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, watch, play, sleep, eat, work, sleep, eat, work, play, eat, work, watch, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, work. Stop.
We're going to do it again. It's Holy Week Morning Dew Revival 2015, Tuesday, March 31st through Thursday, April 2nd. Join us at 5 o'clock a.m. each morning and watch God move powerfully in your Holy Week. On Tuesday, March 31st, Bishop Bryant Martin.
Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, please forgive me for talking with my mouth full, but my tongue is in my mouth. My future is in my mouth. My destiny is in my mouth. I gotta tell somebody, it's in my mouth. Say it.
On Wednesday, April 1st, Reverend Pamela Hammock.
That I am free, and he who the Son of Man sets free is free indeed. I wish I had some free people in the house today. He said that I am God, that I love you so much that I sent
And on Thursday, April 2nd, Bishop Kenyon Southers.
Praise the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Let me help you real quick, Bobo. Your worship ain't gonna get you to a place where your obedience is. Your praise is not gonna get you to a place that your obedience is. If you're not obedient, don't try to praise yourself into an devil. When I told you to be talking about to be obedient, and that's better than a sacrifice.
Mark your calendar now for Holy Week Morning Dew Revival 2015. Tuesday, March 31st through Thursday, April 2nd at 5 a.m. each morning. Come in for powerful worship, a word from God, and a light continental breakfast on your way out the door. You don't want to miss Morning Dew Revival because Jesus rises early in the day so that he might meet you in the morning.
Man, you morning people. No, I'm serious.
Two men bring an offering to the Lord, one of the fruit of the ground, the other the firstborn of his flock. God accepts one and rejects the other. Why? Now Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Abel also brought the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. The word tells us clearly that the offering Abel brought was the firstborn of his flock, but it doesn't say that Cain brought the first fruits of his crops. It simply says, in the process of time, Cain brought an offering. Cain harvested his crops and over time gathered enough to bring an offering. It was an offering on Cain's terms. God accepted Abel's offering because it was the first of his increase. Cain's offering was rejected because it wasn't the first of his. Giving the first to God requires faith. When a firstborn lamb is born in a flock, it's not possible to know how many more lambs that you might produce. But Abel gave his firstborn lamb in faith, whereas Cain made sure he had enough for himself before giving to God. Many of us treat God the same way as Cain, making sure we have enough money before we see if there's anything left for God. Even if we give from what's left over, God can't accept the offering because it's not the first fruit. Other stories emphasize this truth. In the account of the fall of Jericho, the Lord gave strict instructions that the Israelites were not to keep any of the spoils from Jericho. All of it belonged to him, the Lord declared. Jericho belonged to the Lord because it was the first city conquered in the Promised Land. It was the first fruits. God withheld his blessing from Israel when one man took some of the spoils for himself. The first belongs to God. There was much more at stake than money when Abraham offered his firstborn son Isaac. When God asked for his son, Abraham didn't wait to have 10 sons before giving Isaac. He gave the first when he only had one to give. Abraham had only the promise of having more sons. It took faith for Abraham to offer Isaac, faith that God respected and blessed. And God did the same for us. He gave his first in the form of his son, his first and only begotten son, who was given to us while we were still sinners. God gave Jesus in faith that we might one day give our lives to him. The gift of his son came before the blessing of our repentance and salvation. We give our first fruits in much the same way. Before we see the blessing of God, we give it in faith. Giving the first fruits of your income says to God, I recognize you first. I am putting you first in my life, and I trust you to take care of the rest.